got a buzz now. Test, test. I'm up.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
Yeah, I think we're switching now.
Are we? Now we need to set our gates or limits.
Bill, you go ahead.
A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
Just keep talking.
Test, test.
No,
It didn't switch.
it did initially. Let's go to. Okay.
What we need to watch is the sound coming back. I don't know where to switch.
Exactly, because it's going to be extra
It's gonna be
feedback.
catching both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to see. I'm listening on this one. Now, when it comes on, it has some kind of a squeak on the back.
On your mic or his?
Live stream.
I'll just take one off.
This is a test to see how this is working. You see this squeak like a background thing when it's live, and then when I stop talking, it quits. So something just comes on with me and goes back off. You notice that?
Test.
Yeah, we need to bring down the mask. Is there
This is the main.
Yeah, let's bring this down.
Okay. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Yeah, you can tell my levels are okay, but hello, testing. Yeah, very sharp.
A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
Go a bit louder, see?
A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
Yeah, we'll change. I think over a couple of seconds. Mine would just keep being.
See if that bringing down that main.
Yeah, mine just keeps being like the sharpest one happening.
Yeah. Well, I can change your. There's an EQ I can put on you now.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. It's that kind of sound like an airplane, the slight in the back when we're talking. But when we stop talking, it goes off.
Do we still have the gain way up?
I think it might be.
If the gain's way up, that'll do what you're talking about.
Okay, hold on.
So we'd have to go back to
Where are we at?
yeah, right there. So bring down your gain to about half. Or it's probably that head gain.
Okay.
Probably because you're up pretty high on 43,000.
That's the one thing I need to learn, all that decibel thing.
Oh,
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Hello, a reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. A reading from the prophet Isaiah. It's slight, but still there.
it's still there. Then it's probably the gate.
So the gate is opening or closing?
Does it happen at the end or at the beginning?
Once I start talking, it's like that very light background airplane sound.
Once you
Then it
stop
quits.
talking?
Start talking.
Oh, start talking.
Yeah.
So that would be when the gate opens.
Yeah. And then when I stop talking, then it's done.
So we need to go back into the gate.
Yeah. Let me even bring these guys.
How far down did the value go?
On this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I can go down on this.
No, not on your earpiece. I'm saying
okay.
over the live feed. When you brought this gain down, did
Yeah.
you lose a lot of audio?
Not as much, I don't think.
Okay, let's drop it another 20 then before we go.
I don't think it was that bad.
And see if it's
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. A reading from the Holy Gospel. Jesus said to his disciples, have like there now. I can hear it. Okay.
Let's back this one down about half. If you got your volume down.
Yeah. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians. There now. Light, much lighter.
So we
So
can bring down the digital up to that area. You can take that all the way down. So it's a digital.
a reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Quieter. It's there. It's not the squeak is not there, but the volume is a bit on the low
Okay,
side.
so
Okay.
bring up.
A reading from the book of the prophet Malachi. A reading from the book of Deuteronomy. A reading from the book of Revelation. Slight. Very slight. So it has to do with going up or down on
Okay,
this,
now,
right?
now you can bring your level up.
You think it's the level?
Yeah, bring the level up to about, I don't know. Right.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. It's there. It's there now. Still light. So you think it's this guy? You drop the volume, right?
Yeah.
The main volume.
Well, that's a gain. I take this up to about 7.
Now, how about this fellow, the main here?
Yeah, we can do that too.
Let's do 7.
The main act.
This guy, this is
Yeah,
the
we're
main.
about-
Because they recommend the main like here.
Okay.
So let's see what the main is. The main is now higher. What kind of sound are we getting through? Oh, plenty of it.
Now you can. Now you. Or
Yeah,
you,
it's there, but you can hear the sound now. My volume is louder, obviously, but let me see. Take the level to the reading from.
probably gonna have.
Yeah. I think we're better now. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Still slide.
Is that a pop?
It was.
Those are my glasses.
Oh, okay.
I
I
went.
was curious. Those
You heard that over the
Yeah,
microphone?
he just switched
I
it.
flipped them closed.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. It's there, very slight. Test.
Yeah, you think? Yeah. A reading from the
Test.
book of the prophet Baruch. Fear not, my people. Remember Israel. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction. It was because you angered God that
Yeah.
you were handed over to your foes. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
but he's coming in very clearly on this, though.
Mm-hmm. Good. Bring the whole thing up and down. Yeah, if we're leveled on that, then
Testing one,
hit the
two,
settings
three.
and back to home. What do you?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
So
Testing
we're
1,
back
2,
on 9 and 10 on that, and yep.
The preamp, I got it down. Oh,
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Test 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the book of Deuteronomy. A reading from the book of Deuteronomy. Change.
Good. Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
Okay, this is me talking. Coming through.
Uh-huh. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Yeah. Yeah. And that's not a bad thing because his gets buried under.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Test. Fear not, my people. Remember Israel.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Test. 1, 2, 3. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
wow. That shouldn't change nothing back there, did it? Does that help at all with your noise?
No, the noise is there. It's off and on. Oh, this is really loud. I can hear me very well.
So it's not on.
No, it's
Yes.
just on mine.
A reading.
All we need to do is go in the settings on the side,
Uh-huh.
do,
Yeah, for the gate.
copy everything on it, move it over to like
I see.
put the gain in.
Yeah.
That should give you the section.
Okay, let me see. Let me try that then.
Settings.
Oh, it's on. Well, I mean, it comes on the switch.
Oh, this thing.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
I don't know. Does that feed that box? I think it feed that box wirelessly. Did they do that on the network?
We got another.
Well, that stage box that they put back on the thing. I don't know. I don't know. Does that? I don't know.
I only seen one.
Okay. Okay. All right. You're good.
Have another one. That's about.
Okay. All right. Oh, it would show up if it had another one. Okay.
So now we are testing for mic 1,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
7. Get 47. Testing 1, 2, 3. Mic 1. Yeah. Testing 1, 2, 3. 7 dB. 2 dB. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Test 1, 2, 3. This is the test of the microphone to see if there's any squealing. Test 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that sounds like a squeal, a slight squeal like an airplane once you start talking. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. But why is it? It's hard to figure out. The noise cancellation is excellent, but once I start speaking, I start hearing that slight thing. And the Lord said, "Peace be with you." So, what do you think, Dave? Do we need to reset, or you think it's just something different?
It's only your mic.
Yeah,
It could be wireless. You know, we good with the level? I had it.
yeah. I think the level in here is. I think it's good now because at some point it should sound like a natural voice coming through without a reverb. This one, the echo is only slight, but I know once there's people inside, it drown out the echo. So I think this level now, from what I'm hearing, is
A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Test, test. A reading from the prophet. Reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Fear not, my people. Remember, O Israel. I think so. Is it sounding about the same over the speakers? You hear it better out there than we do up here, what's actually being broadcast.
two. Test 1, 2. From what I'm hearing is.
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Okay.
Change right in the middle of
Okay. I know.
Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3. Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3. Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3. I'm switching very easily now. But how about you?
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Test. Test.
Uh,
A reading. Test. Ooh.
now, yes.
Test.
Yeah, but you see how quickly mine is switching, you know.
Right.
Oh, come on. What are we missing? Now let me drop the mic sense.
This one. Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. boy. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. No, just right by my neck, more or less. So it's at the same level where it would have been before. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Reading
7,
from the
8,
book of the
9,
prophet
10.
Baruch. Test 1, 2, 3.
Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3. Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. Say that again. It's coming through, but when mine comes up, I have that squeak, slight squeak on the thing. So
Like a whistle in the background?
kind of a light whistle or
Okay, so let's check his settings real quick, and I'll get my camera out. Check mic settings.
So what I was asking is, if I do a reset, does it make any sense to do one to start afresh with the settings if we know what the settings are?
We're going to want mic 2, though, because he's
Sorry.
mic 2, right?
Yeah, that's right. I
So
set them on the same thing.
Oh, did you?
I did 47, 2, 2, and so on.
And you still have a whistle? What about the gate? We need to go into dynamics
Yeah.
for mic 2.
Hold on. Same thing.
Oh, you did that too?
I did.
Sweet.
No, I didn't go to the gate, but let me go to the gate. I don't know. Where's the dynamics again? I don't know. It's always hard to find dynamics sometimes. Where are we at? Hang on a second. It's always hard to find.
The gate's under dynamic.
That's what I thought. But then I can't find dynamic all the time.
That would be audio
Input.
Yeah, audio input. You'd have to go up, down more. There you go. And then mic
There we go.
2, and then all the way down. I think. It is dynamic.
Dynamics. So
That's how that one's set.
this is for mic 1.
Okay.
You got this comp limit, whatever it is.
And that is how the mic 2 is set.
Let's see. This negative 22.
Wasn't this 27 or something? Or
Yeah,
what?
so hold on. That's 20 right now,
200
right?
milliseconds.
25, 20. This limit, one is 20, one is 25.
Let's go ahead and try to adjust.
Which one? This is one. This is mine.
Mic 1, yeah.
This is mine now. So
We want to take it back to the other one.
20, it's 20.
Yeah. Let's see if that'll help with your puzzle.
The whistleblower here. Okay. Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3. Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3.
I don't hear out here.
Testing microphone number 1. Yeah, it's coming through on my thing in my head. Still the squeak, but I don't hear here like before. Yeah, the squeak is silent, but it's there.
Hmm.
I wish you had the same thing I'm hearing, so should have brought my computer.
Well, there's, I think when he got one of the long cords. Hmm? Plug that line to the wall. Aye.
Okay.
Your mic hardware.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah.
That's my suspicion at some point that I was wondering if this wasn't like worn out, but I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know for sure.
Well, there, there's settings inside it there.
Yeah.
When you open it to the battery,
Uh-huh.
there's levels and
Oh, there is,
gain.
right? Hang on, let's see. Let's see what we can get.
You see here?
Yeah.
So here's your mic level.
Mhm.
So you want to feed his wireless
This is-
box from this side?
Yeah.
Well, that would tell you if it's his hardware that's giving him the problem and not.
Right.
Yeah. To find out exactly what the.
I mean, we can do that, or we can change the level on the box.
Yeah. There's a high-low RFHL. There's that one. There's instant. There's mic.
Yeah, so that's where you, if you plug an instrument into it,
Sure.
and then you'd be on. That's your mic level. This RF is how far that transmits
Yeah.
the signal strength.
And how about things like this? I don't know.
Is it breaking?
It's not broken. It doesn't seem broken, but
Can't go
I
over.
couldn't get. Yeah. Can't guarantee that it's still in the shape it was.
Well, I can bring. You want me to bring down the system in there so we can change it real quick? Is it a lot of cords to change?
We got a cord right here that'll do it. Just plug it into the wall here and plug it into the box to feed him off of this side. I don't know. Good. When this comes out.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. A reading. Sorry? You can hear me now, right? Yeah, I'm screaming. My normal voice, but it's screaming, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is coming out really hot. Hot like a pancake or something. Testing the microphone. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. No, it's not. Hang on. Let me get the headphones to work again. Ready? Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Let me set the. Sorry? You can hear me now, right? Yeah, I'm screaming. Yeah, that was this. My normal voice, but it's screaming, that's what I'm saying. 1 second, let me set it back to the Bluetooth headphones so I can actually hear on my AirPods. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. It doesn't look like the squeal is there. Is there a squeal right now? No, there is no squeal right now. Is the microphone squealing? Test and see if it is squealing on the live stream. Is it squealing on the live stream? No, no squeal now. No. Or maybe it's very light and I can't tell. Okay. But okay, I think it's there now. But I don't know if it's because the volume is loud. Maybe it's just the Hall effect. No, this is just the reverb. What does it look like? The cable? What does it look like? The cable or the box? Yeah. Yeah, I've got the squeal back now.
So it could be a setting on this box here.
Okay. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark.
He's got the main down there.
Yeah. Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3. Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3.
Halfway. You were like about halfway up.
Testing the microphone. Yeah, I got the squeal. Slight, but it's there. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hello, testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still there. Still there. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I still got the squeal. So does it look like something fixable? Checking the audio. If the audio is still there. Checking the audio for audio feed. Yeah, it's cutting out. Uh-huh. Yeah, because it stopped. It didn't give me the full sentence.
Now there's a ground lift here where I can lift the ground.
Okay.
That may cause a hum.
Yeah.
Are we back where we was?
So where are we at now with the? Yeah, it's still squealing. We're back with the squealing.
Okay. This is wide open. Don't look at it.
Yeah. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. There, but it's yeah.
It was almost wide open.
Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing the microphone 1, 2, 3 with the wide open button switch.
Still breaking up.
Yeah. My voice is coming through well, I would say though, but it's all that background squeal that
All the
accompanies
background noise.
it. Yeah, not noise, but the like your airplane thing, like a small airplane.
Yeah, you can hear it like a hum.
Yeah, when you're inside an airplane, the jet engines are coming up, still like a shh. Uh-huh.
Okay, let's.
And I,
Well,
yeah.
we could do a compressor. We could try a
Mhm.
compressor over there on your box back there. Let's
And I
try.
can send you the video so you can just skip to different parts since this is live streaming. So you see what I was referring to.
Here, let me.
I am tempted to go to default settings.
I mean, we can if you want. We'll make some minutes back up.
Sorry?
I said we can do that.
Yeah, let me do the reset and see. Or factory default.
Do you know where about we're at?
I can no, I know where to find the system default.
Like all the settings.
Yeah, but now the question is, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Switch. Oh, maybe you had it. You did have it switched still. Switch 1 2 3. Switch 1 2 3. Auto switch. I had to scream to make it switch now. Yeah. The gate, I think so. So what's the gate threshold? Is 50 not a good threshold?
Well, the gate threshold is how much audio you need to open the gate,
Exactly.
and then.
So you
Hold
think?
on, Bill. You got one.
Oh, he pulled. Okay, he's pulling something. I wonder. Let's wonder.
So the threshold.
Yeah.
You going after the small one?
If anything is below 50, then it doesn't go through.
Yeah, you're good. So the gate is got a small one, right? Okay. Yeah, that one's blue.
Okay.
So the gate, it takes a decibel.
Yeah.
As soon as you
Reach
reach
the
that
level,
decibel,
opens
it'll
up,
open.
and let the
And then
audio
once
out.
it falls below that decibel,
It
it
kind of
closes.
stops. Yeah.
And what you're having with your mic,
Mm-hmm.
if we turn your mic on to where you take the gate out of it,
Yeah.
you're probably going to hear that hiss the whole time.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So chances are, what we should probably do. So you got a compressor on it now.
Yeah. Do we need the compressor? That's what I'm not sure of.
I don't know. Let's go to zeros on the compressor and see how bad it is. Or you can just turn it off right here. And now see.
Testing 1 2 3 for the compressor off. Testing 1 2 3 for the compressor off. Still there.
It's still there,
Yeah,
so you
it's
can
still
bring
there.
that back on. So then
Still
it's
there.
probably not going to be in the gate.
I don't think so.
Go back to your other inputs
Sorry.
on mic 1.
Where should I go to?
Your other settings.
Okay.
Here, what's this? Whoa,
Hang on.
right there. The howling canceller. Turn that on.
Oh
and
yeah,
see
that's
what
right.
happens.
That's part of the howling too. So one guy had said only do it when you need to, but let's see if that helps. Hello, howling canceller is off. Howling canceller is off right now. Howling canceller is off right now. Howling canceller off. I think there's a big difference.
Is that better or worse?
Hold on, it's there.
I might have got rid of it. If not,
Hold
we
on.
can try to EQ it out right there.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing the howling canceller.
Still not switching.
Now, testing the howling canceller. Testing the howling canceller.
We've got some. Bring it up.
Testing the howling canceller. Testing the howling canceller. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. A genealogy of Jesus Christ according to the Gospel of Matthew. No, it's still there. It's still there.
It's still there?
Yeah.
So is it more of a high pitch sound or low pitch sound?
It's not high pitch like screaming, but it's just your. It's like when they turn on the PA in the plane. Exactly. You turn on the PA, you have your squeak sound with it, and then after they turn it off, it goes off. So
Yeah.
it's only there when I'm speaking. You know.
Well, that's because the gates.
It's like that. It's like a sonic whistle. Like a
Yeah.
sonic whistle. Yeah.
So this is gonna change your. This is just
Equalizer,
an EQ.
right? I know.
Yeah. So I mean, we can try to EQ it out.
But I'm okay.
If you
No, I'm
want.
not familiar with the equalizer settings though.
So if it's a real high sound, you're gonna be in the high EQ band.
Yeah.
If it's a mid range or low like bass, if
Sure.
it's more lower.
Yeah, it's like a high pitch, but not screaming pitch, but kind of high. So testing the equalizer. It may not be too bad in the long run, but it's just me listening on the headphones. So what I like to do is on a TV or something. I don't know. Have you got your phone here?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the cry
Let me send you the link on YouTube.
Yeah, and then I'll go in the cry room.
Sure.
Somewhere where.
And then see if you hear. I mean, you may not hear that because these guys are very sensitive, so it may be possible that I'm getting a more sensitive feedback. Send me your phone number, please.
618.
Yeah.
789 0320.
320. Okay. So it should come to like a YouTube link. I think you should be able to get it through.
Yep.
There you go.
There it is. Yep.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. We just exchanged the. We just sent the link by phone.
To the upper EQ.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should be able to turn down.
So okay, you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I hear it. Let's let's try to bring that down a little bit.
What level?
About 10. Let's go -10. It's going to change you to a bassier voice, but let's see if that cuts it out.
Testing the equalizer with -10. Testing the equalizer with -10. Testing -10. Testing -10. Testing -10. Testing. Checking to see if the squeal is still on. I still have a slight squeal in my headphones. A slight squeal like the airplane PA announcements. Or like some interference coming through.
I hate to change it, but I think if you bring the volume down right there.
Which one? On this guy?
Yep.
Okay.
And
So open it up. You see, you have them smaller. Thing.
I'm not going to move it far, and I see where it's at. So.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. See if sound is coming through. Checking to see what. Still there?
It's still there.
Yeah, still there. Checking the sound to see what's coming through. It's there right now.
It's still there.
Yeah, still there.
So we need to put this back where it was.
Okay. Go right ahead.
I mean, it's almost wide open.
Yeah. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I'm thinking your problem's probably in the wireless.
It could be. I'm about ready to See, we purchased one of these, a more recent one, and
Yeah, that one looks pretty old.
yeah, if you ask me, I would go with the newer one. Now, so two things now. The sound is coming through. It's not switching like it should.
Yeah.
We still have that slight squeal.
We still have the house sound though?
It's supposed to be. Yeah, testing 1, 2, 3. How well can you hear the house? Well, how well can you hear the house?
If not, we can always get it.
Hmm.
As long as the podium don't, as long as the podium don't get too loud.
Let me start taking
But
pictures.
you know how to work that thing now to bring it down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I will do now is I will check the, what do you call it? I will do the
Gonna do a master reset.
yeah, factory reset or something,
All right.
and do it and see if I get a
Yes, a reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
difference.
I don't think it's probably not that good. We could try it.
Yeah, you don't think, right?
Because I could run up there and grab a mic real quick and just plug it into that wall. I would
Okay.
tell you.
Okay, to see if it's the same feedback, right? I don't mind. This is just like my last option. I've kind of run out of options of what to try. That's why I'm thinking that. And mine for the switching though, because even if we get rid of that howling, why wouldn't it switch is what I'm wondering about, you know.
Yeah, it's just like a whistle.
Exactly. Like a sonic whistle thing where you like,
Yeah,
you know,
we're
like a
probably catching
ping.
interference is what we're got. Oh,
Yeah.
could change channels.
Okay.
Could change channels too.
On all of them, right?
You'd have to change it on there in the box. I don't know if it
I
would
don't
help.
mind. I wouldn't. I mean, it's possible. I know what you mean by channel, yeah. How many you got to use? You can use anyone, or you just have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, here, let's go from, we're going to go halfway. You're at 1.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Okay, it's coming through now.
Now, do we have a
Um,
whistle?
oh, that's what I have to listen for. Test 1 2. Test for the whistle. Test for the whistle. There, but light.
Lighter than what it was?
Just a tad. Just a tad.
So I need to, if we go up on the frequency.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. You hear like a like a
You know
whistle.
what, let's turn down the,
Uh-huh.
turn down the power of this real quick.
Okay.
And now try it. I don't know if it's gonna reach,
Yeah,
It
see
may
if there's
not.
any audio, right?
it may not reach the box.
Oh, I see. So the button is flipped down. Let's see if there's any audio coming through. The audio is coming through on the live stream for sure. I'm not sure about these other guys, but the audio is coming through well on the live stream. It's coming through. There's still a whistle, still in the background, but yeah. So what do you
So
recommend?
it's still coming, you still got a whistle, huh?
Yeah, I still have a whistle in the background.
So we're gonna turn this back up to high, which is the output power of the box.
Okay.
That's it, besides changing the channel.
Yeah.
We can get that box up there to change the channel to a higher frequency.
Okay. I'm not sure. It is much older. It is much older. But can any wireless headset work with this, or you just have to get the frequencies or the same type or something?
No, you can, well, depending on if we had something, electric current or frequency, like
Yeah.
something like that.
Because I know they changed frequencies a few years ago when they said it had to be a certain frequency for mics in the church or something.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, there was some frequency, not here. There was some frequency range they recommended that you have to use that one. Make sure all your mics or
That
system.
would be so somebody don't bleed into it.
Yeah, back in the day, I think like a few years ago, they announced that the government said you had to go to certain frequency or whatever. So we switched our mics then. But my problem with this one, like I said, is my voice is coming through. It's just that thing, and then the switches. Test one. You see, I'm switching very quickly, but hey, Bill, say something. Let me see.
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Test.
It did change.
Change back.
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Test.
Regular voice.
Test. Test.
What is this mic?
It's supposed to sense to switch. What I don't remember is if you go higher or lower, which is better. Like,
Let's move him a little bit.
Because I switched them once or twice, but let me give him a lower sense where.
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Test. Test. Test.
Okay, so you need to go the other way.
Okay, let's go higher for
Yeah,
him.
let's use that 26.
Let's
There
see.
you go, let's try that.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. Test.
So you see, even with that, with significantly higher, mine's still coming through very quickly. So I don't know. I watched a podcast with two guys setting this up, and they had it at about 30 something, both of them. Like in 30, I don't know, 30 something for both. So let me go 35 on this. I wish it was that simple, honestly. Test 1, 2.
Test. 1, 2. Test. Microphone test. Test. Test.
Yeah, when you came closer, it changed.
Take it to about 50.
He's right. When you came closer, it switched very quickly. But try again.
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
Gone through now.
No, this is you, wasn't it?
No, this is me now.
You?
Mm-hmm.
Test. A reading.
Oh!
It's going through.
Test. Test. 1, 2.
Yeah, it's changing now.
Test. 1, 2. Test.
So we kind of balanced it, right? The next question is what's that squeal level?
And what is our gate? You know, because
Yeah, so that way, because when I'm close there,
yeah, if you it comes through and
yeah,
and then you may pick him up and it might knock you out.
I get what you're saying. Right. So
Oh, yeah, get them both up here and see what it does.
it's switching now. I have you on a high sense, but we want to see if we're crossing each other here. Receive, O Lord, the offerings we bring before you as we venerate your holy angels, and graciously grant that under their protection.
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Fear not, my people. Remember, Israel, you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
Okay, so you change it.
Test. Well, I mean,
Oh, that's
just changing the camera setting.
yeah, it's just the camera setting.
Yeah, that would just be a matter of making it which camera we want to go on him. Probably if we want him to Father's mic to switch to a camera, it would be to that side one. If we wanted,
It's the zoom level, that's all.
probably just switch the wires. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Then you lose your settings. You're right.
Hello and welcome.
But so when I speak, is it coming from that camera? Do you think, or is it hard?
No, I have got Bill. I've got this camera. You got this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it probably should be opposite. If Father's microphone.
Press cam 1 and go to like number 3 or so, or 4. On the other one, on the black thing, just press cam 1 and then touch preset number 3 or so. It should change the view. Yeah, on the joystick. Cam 1 and then go to number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. You'll see the difference in that one. Okay, show him, Bill, please. Exactly. The whistle is much lighter, I think. What do you think about the whistle? It's much lighter, I think, right now. It is better by far. Almost entirely not there. Sorry? It's possible. They're not shielded or something. Yeah. If I was speaking with this one, I was looking for, like, on camera 1 now, for example. Where are we? 1 or 2? Okay, we're on 1. Okay, yeah, it's close enough. So you can actually, let's get this guy off. So camera 1 could be, oh, okay, if I'm talking about camera 1, that's at the beginning. It will probably have to be this one. What do we have settings? Yeah, that's number 1, right?
Oh, we're way behind on the feeding.
So yeah, yeah, the squilling is better. Is there is So with this one now, this could be the first view when I speak and change. And then for the yeah. Okay, from one, right, instead of two. Let's see, camera one.
But the AMBO switches you to 2.
Yeah, but we can do it the other way now.
Yeah.
We can switch cameras still. This is the perfect view for the reading
Okay.
with camera one, number 3 setting.
Right. That's straight on.
Yeah. What we can do is switch the cameras on a setting like mic 1, camera 2, mic 2, camera 1. You understand? So that way, go ahead.
A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. A reading.
Yeah, you switched it.
A reading from the
It's switching.
test 1 2 test 1 2.
Father, can we either bring him up or bring him down?
Sorry?
Bring him up, bring you down. Or do you hear the difference of volume?
Yeah. Hold on. Testing 1, 2, 3 for the volume. Testing for the volume. Difference in volume.
Test for the volume. Test 1 2. Volume test.
Yeah, but you see, I've always said that his has less noise.
Oh, okay.
You know, he comes in very refined. I'm the one that comes like a hall effect, like
Yeah.
so even without the howling, he comes in as like okay.
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
You see the difference, right? When he comes in, it's like a real microphone with refined sound. You can,
It's in the device.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm trying to just get a level.
Yeah, sure.
And then make sure we don't change our.
Yeah, that's fine. The setting's right. I mean, I would say the benefit for me is that if it's the time for the homily, for example, this comes in very nicely on the live stream. The way he sounds now on your thing, that's how it comes in very nicely. With this other one, it's kind of like, you can tell it's not.
Well, if we bring you down a little bit, it may get rid of some of that, huh?
You think?
As long as it's still switching.
That's the thing, Drew. It's
Or
got
bring the
to
gain down.
it's got to switch. So that's my gain now. So I'm on mic 1.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah. Bring it down to like.
You skip a little bit and see. Just a little bit and see. So you can get back to the exact. Yeah, a couple exactly. It should be like a 5-10 second delay. Testing with the gain on 36. Testing with the gain on 36. Testing with the gain on 36. Yeah. You think? Testing 1, 2, 3 with head amp gain on 28 dB. Testing 1, 2, 3 head amp gain 28 dB. So you're right. At this level, you probably don't reach. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This testing the level, going to 5. Testing the level, going to 5. Level on 5 dB. Level on 5 dB. Level on 5 decibel. Level on 5 decibel. Okay. Level going to 7. Level going to 7. Testing 1 2 3. Level going.
That bumped it up over the feed. I say that bumped it up over the feed.
Level on 7. Level on 7. 7 11. Level on 7. Test 1. Switch 1 2. Switch 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing the microphone 1 2 3. Testing the microphone 1 2. Head amp gain 32 dB. Head amp gain 32 dB. Yeah. There. Head amp gain 32 dB. Head amp gain 32 dB. You think? Battery. Oh, so was your battery going down?
Microphone test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Fear not, my people. Remember Israel.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. We switched cameras from mic 1 input 2, mic 2 input 1. Testing 1 2 3.
Test 1 2 3. Test. Test for a microphone.
Test for auto switch. Test for auto switch.
Test.
Test for auto switch.
Close, he's over you.
Yeah.
I think we need to put some hose on.
Test for switch.
Okay. Um,
Auto.
yeah, it's auto switching now, but
Leave it on.
turning the low frequency to 5 on the EQ. Turning the low frequency to 5 on the EQ. Test 1 2 3. Yeah.
Real chalky.
Uh huh. Yeah, it's light, much lighter, obviously.
Satisfied with
I think I'm coming through. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm coming through clearly. The only issues we had were, well, thank God it's switching now. You want to see if you can switch, Bill?
Test 1, 2, 3. Test. A
It's
reading
coming
from the
through.
book of the
Perfect.
prophet Baruch.
So we're switching very well, I think, back and forth.
That's great.
the only thing you have to
I think you.
can I go back and watch it on
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, it will be there for as long as.
oh,
Be there for as
that's
long
all
as.
we need. Minor doesn't
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
occur massive.
Um,
Back in while I was
Right.
or
Right. Sure.
mhm.
Yep. Yep. Getting back, you hear the different noises in church when the air is running, when people are
exactly.
responding, when the
That might have
choir's
been a
playing.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
It could be that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we are switching.
Test 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
Test for switch.
Oh, it did. It did. Yeah, it did. It did. I was just watching it. It did. What I'm trying to do is with camera 2 now, right?
Uh-huh.
Camera 2 is the entire view. Then once you speak into that one, it changes to the close up.
Test 1, 2. Test for the microphone.
Because this is a better view for the reading, what you have there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Got more lows on his.
Of course. Yeah.
So here's what I'm saying, Bill, right?
Mhm.
Right now, I'm on mic 1. So let's say I come in and I start talking. Get me here when it's time for Eucharistic prayer. So get this same view with me
Mhm.
talking. You go ahead, say something.
A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. Test 1, 2. Test for test. Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Watch from standing here.
Sure.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
He's just looking at how much of
But
a
it's just the
person
back
he
of
is.
my head, though. Man, just the back of the head.
Right. Yeah,
Man,
that's all it is.
I'm not going to kill myself on this one.
No.
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 This is the one that it won't really show anybody. So what we'll do is, on a Sunday, for example, if it's communion time, go ahead.
Test. A reading from the book of the prophet Baruch. That's where it would be nice to have a remote that switched. If you could just, one of the cameras, just get it to go onto the crucifix or something during communion time so you don't pick up people. They are, but they're not sensitive enough.
The range is a bit iffy. The range is not perfect. You almost have to do this to be level with the sensor. The IR. I think they have these things that can. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm looking for now. If I get an IR repeater or IR, what do you call it, booster or extender, such that you can hang it down wherever it is, and then you can just hit that one instead. Because yeah, because
usually it's like a wire though.
Because once you start doing this at mass, and it's like,
Yeah.
then you're now looking for feedback. Like everybody's like, okay, quit playing with this stuff. Let me see how far. 1, 2. Test. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Let's do a final test and then so we're good. Then go. So through to the weekend. Oh, I just smile. The beauty is we put in more time than we thought we would, but we've learned too many things on the way.
Audio.
Yep, it's switched.
Audio.
Switch back.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's going now back and forth.
That's what we want. That it took a
Yeah.
little while to get it.
But the strangest thing is there was still something with our system or settings because normally they should be on the same level sensing. But again, good thing I put you on like 50 and this one on something else. So yes, HDMI. But they don't do sound while live streaming. So you still have to use your sound from wherever. If you plug that into here, you're live streaming with this guy, you won't get a lick of sound from them. Good. But somebody would still have to put it on 3 because no, 3 is just HDMI. So you won't exactly. So you won't get a third mic to trip. No, you won't get a third mic to trip it. No. No, except you do the auto switching where you sense both mics, you go to 3. Or even if you do, you could actually do, I'll show you one thing. Let's see. Yeah. Now, mic 1, input 1, you could go to 3 even. That's what I'm saying. Test 1, 2. That's 3. No, but if you left it like that, then you will still have to figure out at the beginning of mass and everything else. So you can do any input on them, but your best option for, let's go back to 2. Your best option for mic 3 is, let's do silent. Okay. So test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. So no, I did like a 1 second thing. Yeah, exactly. So if no, I know. So if okay, let's go with 2 seconds or let's say 3 seconds, right? Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Now on 3, but then you have to have the 3. What's your 3 going? Goodness. And what's the point of having both cameras and having a third one? So that's my that was the challenge with the whole thing that because even if you put the third camera source right, you can use it. The only thing is you're going to have yeah, exactly. Test 1, 2. Back to it. So that's the. It's not the perfect box. That was the most I could afford at the time.
That's a nice product.
It is for what it is doing. It's perfect. I would eventually later on maybe I'll see if I can get something advanced, but this is like your basic thing. For the entry level, it's perfect. 2, 3 cameras. The third camera or third view could be everybody. First 2 views could be just single input. So that's the it works well now. You can tell. So well, I think we're good. Where which is which? Do you remember which is which, Bill? You said get the remote to change or get it to change the view. Which one? Yeah, this is camera input 2. Hmm? No, it's this one. It's this one. This other one has a light appearing. Not moving, no. Nothing. Nothing moving. Do it horizontal and see if you can get a horizontal level. Make your remote horizontal. Same thing, right? Or you think it's this one? Oh, we'll find out. Yeah, they all look the same. All look like Don't worry about it. Yeah. So I'm thinking that as we are now, we are in much